My name is Samuel Dantema. I'm a BFA candidate at Saginaw Valley State University. My major is fine arts, painting and drawing. When I make my art, I think the process is important. It's something that normally takes quite a bit of time. I make my art out of materials that are not normally used for making paintings or any kind of fine art. It starts with me going out and finding my materials. In this case, it is rough sawn lumber that would normally be used for firewood. I decided to use this material because I was looking for something that was free or cheap, and this was definitely free, and I discovered that it had some really amazing color and textures that I wanted to try and incorporate into my compositions. After I've selected my wood, I normally go and put it somewhere dry so it can cure, and that way I can avoid any kind of warping. If I was to instantly cut the wood up, it would bend and twist in all sorts of interesting but unwanted ways. After I've let the wood properly dry, it's now time to start processing it. I use just a regular table saw, and I cut it normally into 1-inch strips and kind of use those basic building blocks to assemble my artworks. Instead of paint and canvas or any kind of traditional medium was a real turning point for me. Stepping away from representation of nature, my own personal interpretation of what I think something should look like. In this case, I decided to bypass that completely, and instead of my interpretation of nature, I decided to incorporate nature directly into my work. really wanted to kind of work in this idea of recycling or reclaiming, repurposing materials that would normally just be, thrown away or abandoned. I've been asked before if my paintings are sculptures. I think that they certainly share quite a few characteristics or similarities with sculpture. Sculpture, you look at something in 3 dimensions, its surface, texture, and its physicalness interacting within a space. Color, edge relationships really don't matter as much as it does in a painting. So in my works, I really wanted to focus on that color relationship. An underlying theme in most of my pieces of some sort of illusionism by relying on, things like overlaps and diagonals and implied lines. You can really create a sense of mystery within the object surface.